Imagine trying to sell like the absolute hottest new product on the market, but you aren't allowed to use a catchy musical jingle. You can't rely on FOMO.
Right, and you can't even show, a human face in your logo or your ads.
Exactly. So how do you actually compete?
Well, I mean, it completely flips the modern marketing playbook on its head, right?
Yeah.
You have to find a totally different way to capture attention.
And that is the exact tension we are exploring today. Welcome to our deep dive into Dr. Zulfi's book, Islamic Branding, Building a Faith-Aligned Business Identity.
Yeah, our mission for you today is to pull out a practical roadmap for Sharia branding. We want to show how businesses can stay, fiercely competitive without compromising core Islamic principles.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because the foundation of this entire roadmap, it starts with an immediate halt to standard, yet pretty problematic marketing practices.
Right, it's a hard stop.
I look at this like a brand detox. You have to flesh out the toxic, ethically compromising habits before you can build any real muscle.
Yeah, for sure.
This means stripping away things like, well, emotionally manipulative claims, the use of music, or exploiting women's bodies as visual commodities.
What's fascinating here is the mechanism behind why those specific things are removed. It's not just some arbitrary list.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Music and exploiting physical appearance in advertising, they're seen as violating principles of modesty and sincerity. They artificially inflate a consumer's emotional state to just force a sale.
Rather than letting the product's actual value do the talking.
Exactly. You're removing the smoke and mirrors.
Oh.
But the text emphasizes that this detox requires a massive shift in intention, tying back to a core concept called tawhid.
Right, and this is crucial. I mean, tawhid basically translates to absolute faith and reliance on God.
Okay, yeah,
So in a business context, it means believing that God is the ultimate provider of wealth.
got it.
Therefore, using manipulative marketing isn't just a minor ethical slip. It's viewed as an active demonstration of a lack of faith.
Wow, that's heavy.
It implies you don't trust that your honest efforts will actually be rewarded.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though. Because once you detox and strip away the catchy jingles and the provocative visuals, well, you have to replace them with something.
Right, you can't just have blank space.
Exactly. And the sources point toward relying on halal aesthetics, like beautiful geometric patterns, abstract symbols, and really strong typography.
Yeah, and that constraint exists because depicting living creatures, like using a human mascot or a face, is restricted in this framework.
Oh, why is that?
The theological reasoning here is to prevent idolatry. It keeps the consumer's focus strictly on the product's true utility.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, rather than manufacturing this sort of parasocial relationship with a fake persona.
I have to ask, though, I mean, if I'm a business owner and I'm stripping away faces, music, and emotional hooks, aren't I just handing my customers over to competitors who absolutely will use those tricks?
It is a super common fear.
It sounds like commercial suicide in today's attention economy.
It's a completely natural skepticism. But the sources argue this constraint actually creates a distinct competitive advantage.
Wait, how so?
Well, by removing cheap emotional hooks, you are forced into a higher level of professionalism. You literally have to rely on honest, educational storytelling.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And that builds an elegant, clean identity, which cultivates a much deeper, more resilient trust with the consumer than a flashy ad ever could.
So what does this all mean for the business owner who is grinding away and a competitor suddenly goes viral using like a catchy, manipulative TikTok trend?
Right, the market FOMO is real.
Yeah, how does this brand survive that FOMO?
This raises an important question about how we actually define growth. The advanced stage of this roadmap is entirely about sustainability.
Okay.
A compliant visual identity means nothing if you just sacrifice your values for a fleeting spike in sales the minute the market gets tough.
You really have to commit to the long game then.
Yeah.
You know,
If we connect this to the bigger picture, Islamic branding fundamentally redefines success. It measures victory not by rapid, unstable growth, but by long-term trust, ethical consistency, and divine blessings. It is basically a framework for doing business in a way that prioritizes ultimate peace of mind over a quick profit.
it is a totally different paradigm. You start by purifying your intentions and ditching the manipulation.
Right.
Then you restructure your visual identity around honesty and utility,
Right.
and you commit to a sustainable, value-driven long game.
Absolutely. Which leaves you, the listener, with a final question to ponder today. If your business's growth suddenly stalled tomorrow, would the ethical integrity of your brand's messaging still give you total peace of mind?